Alright, before we head into this building to help out Lance, I'm gonna fly back to Cherry Grove City. The reason is because I'm gonna have to go to Mr. Pokemon's house. Because this is where that red scale that we got from the red Gyarados comes into play. And you'll see why as soon as we get inside Mr. Pokemon's house. And of course, without running into a Pokemon to get in our way. I mean, because the thing is, if you get that red scale, you may want to go ahead and come back to this house right away. Of course! Every single time I get into the last patch of grass, I run into a Pokemon. That gets very irritating. And I mean very irritating. Alright, we're back at the house. We'll have to talk to Mr. Pokemon. That scale! What's that? A red Gyarados? That's rare. I want it. Chris, would you care to trade it? I can offer this experience share I got from Professor Oak. An experience share? Why would you want to say no to that? We got the experience share. Experience share is a very useful item. Life is delightful. Always new discoveries to be made. Does he say... Yeah, he says the same thing. So now we got the experience share, which of course the name of the item speaks for itself. Whenever you give it to a Pokemon, that Pokemon can share the experience along with the any other Pokemon that you battle with. So it's a very useful item if you want to keep leveling up your other Pokemon, or if you don't want them to get involved into battling. Okay, so now I'm gonna want to go to Goldenrod. Because there are two things that we can do in Goldenrod. First thing, of course, is I'm going to want to give my Pokemon a haircut. My Golbat, of course. So I'll go ahead and do that really quick. Right over here in the Pokemon Salon. Welcome! I run the Pokemon Salon. I'm the older and better of the two haircut brothers. I can make your Pokemon beautiful for just 500 Pokédollars. Would you like me to do that? Of course. Which Pokemon should I work on? I want you to work on my Golbat. Okay, watch it become beautiful. Even though its appearance really stays the same. There, all done. Golbat looks a little happier. Alright. So of course I want to keep getting its happiness up every way I can. But if we go over here to this house, well, wouldn't you know, it's Bill. And what I need to do, I need to deposit a Pokemon into the PC real quick. Because, of course, this little event requires an open slot. I know it really doesn't matter how much Pokemon I deposit into the PC, but I just have a big habit of just depositing my weaker or the Pokemon that I don't use for my main lineup. It's become a big habit of mine. If we go into this house, we see Bill. Hi, Chris. Do us a favor and take this Eevee. It came over when I was adjusting the time capsule. Someone has to take care of it, but I don't like being outside. Can I count on you to play with it, Chris? I mean, who doesn't want to play with an Eevee? Eevee's so adorable! I knew you'd come through. Way to go! You're the real deal. You damn right. That's what everybody says about me. Okay, I'm counting on you. Take good care of it. And we received an Eevee. A freebie Eevee. Professor Oak claims Eevee may evolve in new and unknown ways. Of course, Gold, Silver, and Crystal is where they debuted Espeon and Umbreon. So, here's our Eevee. Level 20, so unfortunately, not that many moves that Eevee can really use. Not that many useful moves. I mean, of course, its only offensive move is Tackle, so not that much that we can really do with Eevee at this point, but I want to keep Eevee around, just to, you know, have it around. So what I want to go ahead and give it is to go ahead and give it the experience share. Because what I want to do is I want to make Eevee evolve into an Espeon. And how do you get Eevee to an Espeon? You have to raise it during the morning or daytime. Either time zone will work. And it has to have a very good amount of happiness. And of course it has to have a lot of levels. So You gotta do that in order to evolve that Eevee. And of course it's Tuesday when I'm recording this, so a bug catching contest is held, but I don't plan on doing that. I know I could have, could have just taken Pidgey and just, taken the shortcut. Well, how about that? There went Suicune again. But, since I'm already cycling, it doesn't... Of course! Last patch of grass! I run into a Pokemon. That's getting really annoying. I could have just deposited Eevee and just flew right back to Mahogany. But, since I'm already on the bike, I guess it really doesn't matter. Alright, let's head right back to Mahogany Town. So that way we can help out Lance. Don't you wish that bikes were always this fast? Hey, I didn't even run into a single Pokemon in the water. That's awesome. Alright, now we're back inside, in front of the building. I want to go ahead and save it so I won't have to do all that. Again, I'm getting the red scale, giving my Golbat a haircut even though it really still looks the same, and getting that Eevee. So, let's move in. Dragonite! Hyper Beam! What took you, Chris? Just as I thought. That strange radio signal is coming from here. The stairs are right here. Hidden stairs, huh? Chris, we should split up to check this place. I'll go first. Alright, so what do you two have to say? Ugh! That guy's dragon Pokemon are tough. And what do you have to say? Ah, you found the secret stairway. So, what do these stairs lead to? We shall find out. What's going on here? Well, what happens if you step in front of these little statues? Look who's back! It's Team Rocket! Hey! Intruder alert! Sound the alarm! That's right, our old dear friends, or I should say dear enemies, Team Rocket are back. It took us long enough to fight Team Rocket again. But anyway, Team Rocket Grunt wants the battle. He's gonna send out a Drowsy. I forgot to switch the lineup of my Pokemon, but of course I need to keep raising my Lapras a little bit. But anyway, the deal with these statues is there's going to be a couple of rocket fights that we can do every single time we step in front of these statues. So, I mean, there's a way to completely skip through all of this, but if you don't want to, do all these fights, then you can. But personally, I want to go ahead and do them just to get the extra experience. I mean, it always helps. What am I thinking? Lapras is already out, of course. So now he's going to send out a Zubat. Again, we'll go ahead and do a Surf attack. Which will be an easy victory for Lapras. And of course, the experience are split in half if you have a experience share held onto a Pokemon. But I want to get Eevee that extra experience, maybe a little bit. Dang, I failed. Aha, but we're not done yet. There are 2 fights against Team Rocket Grunts every time we walk in front of these statues. It's my turn. There's no escape. So yeah, like I said, every time we step in front of these statues, we have to fight 2 Team Rocket Grunts, and they are the exact same Team Rocket Grunts. Well, maybe not the exact same people, but they have the exact same Pokemon lineups. So now this one's gonna start off with a Zubat. It's gonna be more easy victories for my Pokemon. You know what? I kind of expected that the Pokemon Team Rocket would be a bit more stronger at this point. Since we're already almost close to our level 30 Pokemon, he's gonna send out a Grimer. my Pokemon are just about to be at level 30. I mean, you'd think that they'd be around this level as well, since, you know, I mean, you don't come this way. I haven't even tried it, but I think you could come this way if you know, just skip the Olivine and Sionwood gym battles. I've never tried it, so I can't say for sure. But it's just like the levels are just the exact same as when you probably get to, if you were to get to, you know, arrive in Ecruteak City. And if you were to take the right, but except you have to do the Ecruteak gym battle in order to be able to use Surf. Okay, now it's gonna send out a Rattata. I never tried that, but I can't say if it'll actually happen, if this event will be triggered if you skip the Olivine and Sionwood gym battles. Alright, so we took care of these two Rocket Grunts. Surveillance cams are in the Pokemon statues. We'll keep appearing until you trip a secret switch. So yeah, that's the deal with these statues. The members of Team Rocket will just keep on coming. And here's another one. So, the same two will appear. Hey! Intruder alert! And they'll say the exact same dialogue as, you know, they said earlier. Personally, I love doing these fights just to get the extra experience. I know it's probably not that much, but I want to at least take advantage of it and at least help my Eevee get a couple levels, because I like to raise a good Espeon. While, of course, raising my main lineup. I just want to go ahead and get a few levels for Eevee until it can learn better attacks. I mean, because there's not much you can go by with just a single tackle attack and just 3 support moves. That was a critical hit. But in any case, there's not much you can really go by with just a tackle attack. Dang, I failed. Oh, dang, I failed and I instantly disappear. Oh, but wait. But if you go down where he came from, that's where you can actually stop the whole security system on how to make all these Team Rocket Grunts appear. But like I said, I'm gonna do every single one of them. It's worth the experience. I mean, besides, since we're doing trainer battles, it's obviously worth doing trainer battles because you, of course, get more experience than just wild Pokemon. So, personally, I take every trainer battle I can take. So, obviously, they'll have the same lineups. I mean, I could probably just, you know, use a different evolution. Oh, disable! Get out of here. You disabled my Ember. You stinking Grimer. Oh, well, I guess Quick Attack wouldn't hurt. And Eevee sure is not gaining that much experience. But what I think I'll do is, you know, since these Pokemon aren't really that strong, maybe I can have Eevee do a couple battles, so it can... Oh, it's just about... She's about to level up. I can at least get her a bit more experience. And that tail whip failed! Well, I guess it's okay for a tackle attack. But you know what I probably could have? I could, you know, get that pink bow I have. Oh, Hyper Fang. Oh, that's a pretty strong move. Stop there. Phew. That Hyper Fang attack is something that you don't want to mess with. So, Eevee's now at level 21. I mean, it took us a couple battles to make it level up. I could have gotten that pink bow to, you know, strengthen its normal attacks. But personally, I just don't really see myself using Eevee, you know, as a main battle Pokemon all that much. But here's a regular Team Rocket Grunt that we can fight. Heh. Feeling lucky, punk? Go ahead, take another step. We've got traps set in the floor. Traps! Traps in the floor! It's a trap! You know, this whole hideout's been a trap so far. So this Rocket has 4 Pokemon. He's gonna start off with a Rattata. But of course, we'll be dealing with a lot of stuff that are basically pretty good experience opportunities, even though my Pokemon are already twice as strong as they are. Or almost, I should say, twice as strong. He's gonna send out yet another Rattata. Of course, I'll just body slam you. Too bad there's no Kakuna next to you. Ha! Kakuna Rattata. Because if there was a Kakuna right next to you, Rattata, there would have been no worries for you. But there are going to be plenty of worries for you since there are no Kakunas in your master's party. Because all he's got are just 4 Rattatas. But hey, it's all just an easy experience, and I will happily take them. Of course, I'm gonna definitely have to, go back to the Pokemon Center, because it's really, taking a toll on all the moves I'm using. Kaboom! Boom, baby! Now let's go down over here. You can skip this statue, but like I said, I want to do all of them. Intruder alert! As a matter of fact, there are only 3 more statues, including this one. So, Rocket Grunt wants to battle, yada yada yada, he's gonna send out a Drowsy, yada 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 yada. But after this one, there will be 2 more statues that we can deal with. So I'm just gonna easily get a victory over you. And I think that should level up Lapras. Yes, it does! Awesome! Level 29. Lapras is trying to learn Perish Song. Perish Song is definitely not a very recommended move I would have. Because Perish Song, it makes both Pokemon faint in 3 turns unless one of the Pokemon switch. So, I wouldn't recommend this move at all. So, say no to Perish Song. Now he's going to switch to Zubat. I'm going to switch to my Quilava. I mean, maybe I'll give my Eevee a couple more levels and I'll take that experience share off of her. Oh, Super Sonic. That's not good. That's not good. But hopefully this attack will connect. Yes, it does! Excellent. Phew! And that was a critical hit. I hate getting critical hits as being the finishing blows, you know what I mean? Even when their health is pretty low. I hate that so much. I'd rather have, of course, I'd rather have critical hits as like being the first attack. It's my turn. I mean, you turned to the left to face me. You literally did turn to the left to literally and figuratively face me. Of course, we know what you have. But if I were to look in the back of the guide to see what moves Eevee can learn. Because unfortunately there's not much you can really do with Eevee. I mean, because of course Eevee is a normal type Pokemon. Not that many it can come across. And while I deal with you, Grimer, you can just take an Ember. So it'll be until level 23 is when it can learn a new move. So I think I may as well skip to level 23 and take that experience share off. Because I like to give all my main battle lineup, the biggest amount of experience as I can. And I might just make my Eevee part of my main lineup, eventually, but we'll see. Because, of course, I did say I was going to want to raise that Espeon. But it's going to be a while before that'll happen. Yada yada yada, you have the exact same dialogue. If we go over here, we get a Hyper Potion. And it's such a shame that we cannot, you know, take the bike in here. Here's yet another statue. Yada yada yada, of course, intruder alert. Of course, same exact Pokemon. So, this is basically all there is to it. It's just doing the exact same fights, you know, 5 times. Against 10 Rocket Grunts who have the exact same lineups. Of course, their respective lineups for each grunt. I mean, but hey, I definitely go through all this just to get the extra experience, because every experience point counts, in my opinion. I mean, that's obvious. A bite attack. I probably could have just used a couple of my TMs to teach Eevee a couple moves, but I just don't, you know, feel like, you know, wasting them. So Eevee grew to level 22. You fail! And of course, there's you. Of course, you're gonna start off with the exact same lineup. But hey, no problem. I can still keep demolishing any Pokemon you've got with my beastly lineup. No matter what you do, there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe I should get Eevee some more love. Hopefully we can have a good matchup against this Grimer. To at least, you know, to at least get her a bit more experience. Because I want her to get to level 23. A Harden attack. That's fine, just keep using Harden so you can waste all your turns while I keep pounding you away. Oh, a Sludge attack. That's not good. That's not good. Stop! Oh! Oh, and Eevee caught poison. Really? They had to make Eevee catch the poison. Well then. And I, of course, don't want to make Eevee faint either, so... Of course, in order to oh, come on! Quilava's got poison as well! Get out of here! Of course, to get Eevee, you have to have a high happiness to evolve it into Espeon or Umbreon while training in those certain time zones. So we can get a bit more additional experience for Eevee. But like I said, I'll at least keep going until it gets to level 23. Take that, Rattata. Good thing we didn't take those additional damage from Sludge. Or excuse me, the poison. But I need to keep, you know, Eevee from fainting. So, luckily I got a Poison Cure Berry. Now go ahead and head out of here, so we can at least go ahead and heal up. Not to mention there's still one more statue that we have to completely clear out. And the good thing is, whenever you deal with these statues, you don't have to fight those grunts ever again. So, that's a good sign of relief. And luckily, we got back here without making Quilava faint, even though, of course, that really doesn't matter. Quilava doesn't have an evolution that involves happiness. But then again, I want to make every single one of my Pokemon happy. You know, be like close friends. I mean, that's what everybody wants. Alright, we're back.